when they're bunting is I want you in the front of the box, okay? I have them put this toe on the line and then have an open stance. Reason why is I want them to be able to fully see the pitcher here, okay? Now, as you can see, I turn on my foot here. I hold the bat right where I call the neck, where it connects right here, okay? I tell my little ones, make a gun like Pao Pao, grab it, put your finger underneath because I don't want you to smash your fingers. Other hand's in the middle of the tape. This is my steering, okay? This is how I steer. So now that I'm here, that head needs to be above my hand right here because this is the top of my strike zone. So I always have them start here. Biggest problem I always have with girls when I first get to high school is they do this. And I'm like, no, because now if they get a rise ball and you try to go up, you just popped it up. So they get right here, start at the top of their strike zone. If it's a low pitch, I can go all the way down to get that ball, but my bat head stays above my hands, okay? So watch out for them doing this because they're gonna do it and they're gonna pop it up or it's gonna be foul. So have them stay here, up and down, just like this.
So for the littles, like when you're explaining this, you can call this their elevator. This is how you go up and down. Your arms don't go up and down, okay? Your body goes up and down. And then freehand, you could call it the rudder. So this is how you make it go left and right. If you want to put it on third, if you want to put it on first, okay? Because the biggest thing with the little ones is they're going to want to go, like move their arms
And they're
all
gonna have
around.
their arms straight too.
Straight down too.
Watch out
okay?
for this, they're gonna do this, and it's not gonna help them at all. They need to have a bend in their arms so they can control.
And then you
Okay.
can tell them, okay, if the ball is low, your elevator goes down. So they bend their knees, okay? And you don't want to, because anything above a normal position, so we go ahead and stand up, anything above that is a ball. So they don't need to go after it anyway.
And then if
Makes
they go
sense.
all the way down to where their knee touches, now this is the bottom of my strike zone. I don't want anything below my hand now.
Yeah.
So it's a ball. So that helps them with balls and strikes too. So for a drill, have them get in that stance and just throw them balls, have them practice bunting it. Then you want to make it more fun. You can toss, like get 2 different color balls, like little squishy balls or whatever, and be like, okay, bunt the red one, bunt the blue one. Or take tennis balls and number them, bunt number 1, bunt number 3. Now they're really having to focus on which ball it is. Because after a while, they just go, okay, I'm bunting.
Yeah.
You know, and they're not really paying attention anymore. But now you tell them to look for a number or a color, oh wait, now I gotta really pay attention. And make sure their head's behind the bat here, and they're not trying to bunt like this, because they're not gonna be very successful that way either. They need to be right here where they can see everything.
And they're not holding the bat up and down, which is what some like to do.
Yeah.
They like to stand there and like their one hand is in their eye so they can't even see it. So you always want it tilted a little bit out in front underneath eye level. So you can see the pitch and you're still looking for the ball to come and make contact to your bat.
So yeah, I mean, you can, like I said, be creative, make it fun however you want. You can get different size balls, big balls, little balls, whatever, to have them just bunt it over and over. If you have access to a lacrosse stick, that's another one I like. You get a little lacrosse stick, which is a stick that has a net here on the end. You toss some balls and they have to catch it with the lacrosse stick right here. Now you're emphasizing them giving with that instead of them trying to go slapping it like this. Because a lot of times when they go to bunt, instead of them waiting for it to come and them cushioning it, they're gonna go like this. So with the lacrosse stick, now they have to practice catching it, and that'll emphasize giving a little bit.
And then when in bunting, when you're working on having like soft hands, like she was just saying, you could set up cones or you could do like lines in the dirt or whatever, because there's different places that you want your bunt to go, but you never want them to like oof it unless you're like a push bunt and you're trying to get it through a gap. So you could tell them like, okay, 3 points for one line, 2 points for the other line, blah, blah, blah. And so they have to have soft hands because they're trying to make it land right there, or turn their rudder because they're trying to make it go to third base or something like that. So
Or
that's
even
a
tell
good
them,
one.
okay, so today you have to get it in order, especially if we have a pitching machine that's just gonna go down the middle. Okay, so today you're gonna go third base, pitcher, first base, start again, third base, pitcher, first base, or go backwards. Third, pitcher, first pitcher, third. And you just give them different things to do so that way they have a target instead of them just mindlessly going through it.
Anytime that you can give them a goal with whatever they're doing, batting, throwing, fielding, or whatever, if you can give them a goal to it, that means they're like thinking about it more like, oh, I have to get this in order to reach my goal. So it's all about visualization and everything along those lines. But if you're having fielders throwing to first, but maybe you don't have a first baseman that day, you can set up a bow net. You got to make it in the bow net. Like that is your goal. Okay, you should be able to overthrow a bow net because they're huge, right? trash can, you're trying to get that ball at least to hit the trash can because you want it to be on target. With batting, the same thing. So anytime you can have a goal or a visual, it just makes them engage more and not just go through the motions mindlessly.
And if you know you're going to spend majority of your practice time bunting that day, at the end, make it a game.
Yeah.
Say, okay, now we're going to say who's the champ, you know, or queen of the hill, or whatever you want to call it. To where, okay, so you're all going to get in a line. You get one pitch, you get the bunt down. Yay, I'm still in line. If you don't,
Kind of like knockout.
or knockout. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't, you get on the side and you cheer for your teammates, you know, and then last one standing, you can either be like, okay, you're the winner this week, or you get a piece of gum, or I'll bring you a Gatorade next practice. I mean, whatever, you know, but make it fun for them, because now it's a challenge, it's competitive, and they get a reward. Oh, they're going to focus a little bit more.
Power of the